have any John McCraw with the details of what's playing out, even though it's a thin week.
Yeah, laddie.
You know, for most
the
of the
holiday
economy.
is in the air,
Right.
and it's global. So, I mean, a country like the United States, where you would have expectations for the week everywhere, the United Kingdom,
much more data
and all of that. I think
week.
those who have managed to stay active would be the Asian countries. Last week we saw a lot of information coming from China, Japan, Taiwan, Tokyo, and all of that. They are still the ones who are holding forth. But I mean, for our friends in the UK and the US,
not much.
On holiday.
They're relaxing. And
Exactly.
another data I'm very much interested in is how much weight you've been able to add with the festivities, you know, this period. I'm looking forward to that data. I guess we'll get that.
Laddie is about to reveal something about him. Let's keep our eyes or our ears close to
how
the
much
ground.
weight have you gained?
He's about to reveal his weight on television after all the chicken and turkey he's eaten. Yes. Don't worry,
we're
waiting for the number, Laddie.
Fantastic.
Exactly. Maybe you keep it for 31st, so we'll be able to have accumulation.
And compare it to 2024.
Exactly.
To see how well you fared, you know.
Good morning, everyone. Let's just tell you a little bit of what's going on in the global scene. We're starting from China, where seaborne imports of liquefied natural gas is expected to reach approximately 7.17 million tons this month, according to data from Kepler, which tracks shipping information. The figure represents a slight increase compared to the same period last year and marks the second consecutive month of year-on-year growth in LNG imports when measured against official Chinese data. The December import levels follow a surge in November, with Chinese buyers likely increasing their intake through long-term contracts rather than spot market purchases. Industry analyst notes that the Chinese firms are retaining more of their contracted supply as recent declines in spot energy prices have diminished the financial incentive to resell cargoes to other markets. Still in China, exported 199,836 EVs, electric vehicles in November. That shows an 87% increase year-on-year. That's data from Chinese General Administration of Customs. The Asia imported highest number at 110,061 EVs, followed by Europe, 42,927, Latin America and the Caribbean had 35,182. Mexico was the top single destination, and not, the regions. They received 19,344, and then a 2,367% increase from the previous year. That's Mexico there. Exports to the EU grew 39% year-on-year to 25,792 units. And then away from China, the yen recovered some ground this morning following a steep drop at the end of last week as markets weigh the timing of more interest rate hikes in Japan and the possibility of intervention in thin end-of-the-year trading. Bank of Japan policymakers debated the need to continue raising rates. A summary of opinions at their policy meeting in December shows that the euro, and we see that the euro was supported after U.S. President Donald Trump signals optimism in talks to reach a peace deal to end the war in Ukraine. Japan has a free hand in dealing with excessive moves in the yen, and the finance minister said that those intervention warnings have helped keep a lid on dollar-yen rates. And Russia, interesting country at this time, their manufacturing sector contracted at its fastest rate since March 2022 in December. This is according to data released by the S&P Global. The Purchasing Managers Index for Russian manufacturing fell 48.1 in December from 48.3 in November, and this marks the 7th consecutive month of contraction in the sector. A PMI reading we know below 50 indicates contraction, while reading above 50 signals growth.